at ours, at OBHS. So what do you coach?
I coach the high school swim team. It's actually high school and middle school, but
Middle school.
7th through 12th grade.
7th. Okay, so when do you coach it?
Well, I was kind of thrown into it. I had not coached anything before, and my daughter was already on the team, and she was kind of asking what was going to happen to the team because the coach had left, and so I was kind of asked to take it over. So I've been doing it ever since.
So how long have you been coaching it?
This will be my 4th year.
4th year?
Yes.
So how do you feel about your current team?
Oh, they're great. I love them.
Oh,
Yeah, they're great kids.
Great
Got a good group this year. We've got a large team this year. We've got 15,
15?
which is the biggest group I've had in the last couple of years.
So do you also teach?
Yes, I teach science. Kind of changes. Right now I'm teaching marine and college biology.
So, and how could going virtual or hybrid affect the swim team?
Ooh, I guess if we went virtual, if they happened to cut the sports programs, then we wouldn't be able to swim. Last year we had a small team because I had a lot of students that had swam before, but they were doing virtual learning, and so they couldn't participate there either. But our season is more than halfway over with, so at least we've gotten most of our season done this year.
Any other things you want to throw in before we end this?
Not really. If you want to swim, we have tryouts in the spring. Come see me.
Welcome to QV, and today is October the 15th, and today we're interviewing one of the National Merit Finalist teachers. And what do you do in there exactly?
So Miss Webb, Miss Stevens, and I team teach the class that's called the PSAT, or the PSAT prep class. And the PSAT is the test that you take to qualify to be a National Merit finalist when you are a junior. And so the test really has 3 parts. There's a math part, there is a writing part, which is kind of like grammar, and then there's a reading part. And each one of us teaches a different section. And we are preparing the students to take the test so that they can become a National Merit finalist.
Okay, is there like a specific score on
So, sort of. You have to be in the top 1% of the score for the entire state. So it's done by state. So the students who are National Merit semifinalists at this point, they have scored better than 99% of the students in the state of Mississippi.
Wow. So only 1%?
1%.
Okay, so next question. Like, I guess like each of your teachers like do different jobs. So what are the teachers do exactly?
So Miss Webb does the math part. Miss Stevens does the grammar part or the writing part, and I do the reading part.
So how long is the test?
So the test, if I'm not mistaken, is about 3 hours long, and there are 3 different sections, and that's how they get the scores. There's a formula where they figure in each section counts a certain percentage of the overall score.
Alright. Is there anything else that you'd like to add in?
Well, we are starting our new PSAT program in January. The sophomores who want to be in the class just took the PSAT, I think, last week. And if they score high enough, then they will be able to take the class. And the class starts in January, it goes until May. We have a week-long summer program, which is like summer camp. And then we also go from August to October, so the first 9 weeks. So the students who just finished the program have been working on it since January. So it's a lot of work. It's a difficult class. It's weighted like an AP class. So it's a rigorous class. So if you know someone who's been through the PSAT program, they've done a lot of work.
Yeah.
So, is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you for interviewing us.
Bye.
2021. And today we're interviewing one of the major band directors, Mr. Fitz. So what's like the main idea of band?
Well, band is about not just learning and perfecting a musical instrument, but it's also about teamwork and holding yourself to a standard, learning to chase perfection while doing something that we love, while making music.
Like the standard, how high and low do you set up to that standard?
Oh, we set standards real high. We always chase for the absolute best that we can give. We can't necessarily compare ourselves to other people, but we can compare ourselves to the version of ourselves that we were yesterday. And as long as we're better every day, then we've met our goal.
Well, about like Saturday, how do you think we did on last Saturday?
Saturday was great. We went to Itawamba Community College and competed in the Tomahawk Marching Championships, where we came away with third place color guard, first place percussion, first place 6A band, and overall grand champions of that event. So overall, a pretty successful day.
Do you think our band has potential to get to the top threes for this Saturday at the state competition?
I don't know that I can promise that, but we'll be competing against 16 pretty incredible bands on Saturday, and I think we stand a pretty solid shot at finishing with a pretty good program. So hopefully that would be the case, but I can't make any promises for sure.
All right, there's one more thing to add in. So how's like the scoring of this marching band?
Okay, so scoring is based on three primary areas: music performance, visual performance, and general effect. Music performance is worth the largest percentage, and then visual performance be the second largest percentage, and general effect being the smallest, with percussion and color guard being there on their own.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I just appreciate everybody's support. If you want to come out and see us on Saturday, we'll be at Northwest Rankin High School. Our first performance is at 3:30 p.m.
All right. Thank you for interviewing with us today, Mr. Fitz.
Sure thing.
At the QB, and today is October the 18th, 2021. Today we're interviewing Mr. Hall, the choir leader. So what happened Saturday?
So Saturday we went down to Ole Miss, Hotty Toddy, to do the choral festival. It's one of the biggest choir events of the whole year, and 3 of our choirs competed in a competition.
Biggest, you say. So how many like competitions have y'all been to?
We do a festival in the spring, but our 2 big competitions are Ole Miss, and then we do one in the spring called Bluff City Choral Festival. But like we go to like other like festivals, but we only have like 2 actual like competitions where like there's winners and first, second, third place. Everything else is just like ratings.
So like what's the scoring of this placement thing?
So with Ole Miss, you have within your different categories like treble choir, tenor bass choir, mixed choir. You get like you can get like a best in class in any of those categories, but then like all the high schools are essentially competing against each other. So you have a grand champion for high school who had the highest scores over all the high schools, and the same thing for like middle school choirs.
All right.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get the scores back?
So once all the choirs come off stage, the judges finish tabulating, and they take stuff back to a secret room where they like, everybody in the room knows everybody's scores, and they enter them into the computer. So it takes about like probably 30 to 40 minutes to get everything back, because they kind of have to compare to other schools.
How do y'all think y'all did?
So all 3 of our groups got superior ratings, which is like the highest honor that you can get as like a music thing, like in the band and choir world. And our ensemble, our smaller ensemble that's got like 14 singers, they took best in class in their category.
Wow.
So they were the top out of all of the schools in that particular category.
Oh. For people who are interested in choir, how do they join?
So we normally have choir auditions twice a year, but I know sometimes people's schedules change and things like that, so sometimes at like the end of the 9 weeks we're able to kind of squeeze people in. But normally you just come in and sing a little bit. For me, it's super, super easy. And we just talk a little bit and figure out what choir to place you in. But
Okay.
everybody can be in choir, but we have all different levels, but there's a place for anybody who enjoys singing.
Alright. So is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Well, I think that's all.
Okay. Thank you for interviewing us today, and that's QB for today.